several miles, maybe 9 square miles, if that.
Did I hear you say you have to compare it?
Yeah, if I were to try to compare it, I mean, to something here in Atlanta,
Cleveland Avenue area, Atlanta. Are you familiar with that area?
yes,
How do you know about the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta?
just from working investigations and frequenting the area doing work.
Did I hear you say frequenting the area doing work?
During work.
Okay. And using the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta.
Mhm.
Can we use that? How would you describe Inglewood when compared to that area?
In comparisons as far as size or?
As far as size, culture.
I stand the question.
Start with size.
Inglewood may be a little larger than Cleveland Avenue. I would say about, if you guys are familiar with Zone 3 is one of our larger zones. Inglewood will probably be the same size as Zone 3.
Thank you. And how about in terms of socioeconomic status? How would you describe the Inglewood area that you grew up in as compared to the Cleveland Avenue area?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and answer. I'm gonna rule that objection as well.
It's roughly the same. I mean, you do have your crime. You do have financial issues between families, but there are good, hardworking people in the neighborhood as well. So roughly the same.
Now, when did you leave Chicago?
After high school.
And what year was that?
You showing my age. 98.
All right. And what was it that led you to leave Chicago?
Thought I wanted to go to college, so I went.
So where did you go to school?
In West Virginia.
What school in West Virginia?
West Virginia State College.
Now you said you thought you wanted to go there. Did you know growing up that you wanted to go to college?
No.
Overruled.
No.
At West Virginia State College, did you declare a major?
Objection, relevance.
What was your major?
Criminal justice.
Did that major have anything to do with the neighborhood that you grew up in or your contact?
Relevance.
Why did you choose criminal justice?
I'll sustain the question as to form. I'm gonna overrule the objection, Mr. Sharp.
Why did you choose criminal justice?
I have no clue. I mean, I never wanted to be law enforcement. I grew up watching the TV shows, Law and Order, Cops. I thought it was interesting, but I didn't have the desire to be a police officer.
Now, did you graduate?
I did not.
Why did you leave before graduating?
Financial reasons, in school and at home.
Where did you go when you left West Virginia State?
Atlanta.
And what year was that?
2000, late 2000.
How old? Never mind, I'm not going to
I'm
do
done.
When you got to Atlanta, what did you do? In terms of employment?
I think I worked a retail job for a short period of time.
Did you do something different after that?
APD, Atlanta PD.
All right. What made you apply with the Atlanta Police Department?
Thicker, fuller hair starts with Hims. Discover sprays, chews, and serums made with clinically proven ingredients to stop hair loss, regrow hair, or do both at hims.com.
Now, once you applied, did you have any idea what role you wanted to play in the police department?
No.
And when you first came to Atlanta, culturally, was it the same, different than, or in some ways both, to where you grew up in Inglewood?
Station, Your Honor. Relevance.
I'll sustain the objection.
Is it as to foundation, or do I need to?
I'll stand as to relevance. You can
Okay.
lay more foundation.
Thank you. When you first came to Atlanta, did you personally at that time know about any gangs in the city of Atlanta?
No,
And did you personally at that time recognize any signs of criminal street gang activity in the city of Atlanta?
no.
What was your first role at the Atlanta Police Department?
I was a patrol officer in Zone 4, Southwest Atlanta.
What parts of Atlanta made up Zone 4 at that time?
West End area, Cascade, the northern part of Martin Luther King, excuse me, the western part of Martin Luther King, Fairburn Road, parts of Camp Creek, Campbellton Road.
Now, as it relates to Zone 3,
Mhm.
where was Zone 4 situated in Atlanta? Were they next to one another, separated by another zone or something different?
Parts of Zone 3 do border Zone 4. If you're down on the eastern end of Zone 4, like around Lee Street, West End Mall area, that borders the western part of Zone 3, Mechanicsville, Pittsburgh neighborhood, Deal Avenue. And outside of that, everything else is kind of on the opposite side. Zone 6 is the other side of Zone 3.
And so, was it your testimony that the Mechanicsville, Pittsburgh, Deal Avenue area of zone? I'm trying to get clarity.
I'll
Clarity for the question.
overrule the objection, sir.
Were those areas, the Mechanicsville area, Pittsburgh area, and Deal Avenue area in